Hi, I have here my 2004 Fender Lite Stratocaster, made in Korea. Light ash body, as you can see. Bird's eye maple fretboard with abalone inlays. You can really see the back of the neck is really nice. Skunk stripe, as you can see there, and if you can see it, made in Korea. Tremolo is, the 2-point, what they call it, pivot or whatever they call it. I actually like this a little bit better than your regular Fender tremolo, just because I don't have to adjust each individual saddle. I think a lot of the new American standards that they sell, they're coming more like this now than the individual saddles. I just like it because with the changes in weather, whether it's hot or cold, sometimes you have to go high or low in the action. I don't have to adjust each individual saddle. You just take your Allen wrench, or some will have an Allen wrench or just a flathead screw, and you can just adjust them. It has a V-neck. A little bit of a different feel than my other guitars or even my other Strats, but you get used to it. It's actually kind of comfortable. Comes with three Seymour Duncan pickups. They sound pretty cool, but kind of thin sounding. That's the bridge, then the bridge in the middle together. Middle. And then the middle and neck. And then just the neck. Not a bad sounding pickup. Not bad sounding pickups, but I think they're rather thin. I have a Telecaster, and to me this guitar sounds a little more like a Telecaster than it does a regular Strat. I could be wrong. Please feel free to put some of your comments in there. But sounds nice, really nice guitar. I bought this a long time ago. I just love the look of it. When I first saw it, it kind of reminds me of some of those old guitars you'd see from the 70s, except it doesn't have, the big Fender headstock. I think when they came out with these, they were black natural, and I think it was either white or antique white. We can look it up and figure that out later. And for a long time, I've been wanting to kind of put some different pickups in here, and I wasn't too sure if I was going to get either some Seymour Duncan stacked or DiMaggio stacked. I even thought about putting some of those Yngwie pickups in here. Now that he had the DiMaggio ones, now he has the YJM with Seymour Duncan. But I wanted to go in a different direction. For a long time, I wanted to put a humbucker in here, humbucker, single humbucker. And, you have to get another pickguard. There's a lot involved, and the wiring can be a bit of a pain. So I decided to go in a different direction, and I bought what they call the 920D Custom. This is made by Sigler. You can get this at Sigler Online Music or SiglerOnlineMusic.com. I'll put a link below. What this is essentially, you've seen those new Jakey Lee Charvel guitars, especially whether it's the blue Charvel or the white Charvel with the black pickguard. These are the pickups that come in the guitar, and his configuration where it's a humbucker, single, and there's a slant, one volume, 5-way selector. And he has a slant on these, which is, I think it's more of his trademark. He likes it. He claims that it gives a bit of a different sound and more of a bite on the higher end strings. We'll figure that out, or we'll hear how it sounds. I've never taken off this pickguard before, so I'm not too sure if the route is just a wide open rectangle or if it has the individual spaces for the single coils to go. So once I figure that out, I'll open it up. If I have to route it out a little, that's okay. I don't want to get too messy with it, but even if it's messy, you got the pickguard to go right over it. 11-hole pickguard. It's made of acrylic. The pickups are, just to make sure, because the neck and middle, they're DiMaggio SDS1 neck pick, SDS1 pickups, the neck and the middle. And the bridge is a Seymour Duncan, I guess Seymour Duncan TB JB Trembucker pickup, excuse me. I don't have my glasses on right now. I know there's the Seymour Duncan JB pickups. I'm not sure if this one is a little bit of a different model. I'm gonna have to look that up and I can just put it within my comments. And the thing that I want to do a little bit different is it's a 500K pot, which is pretty standard, anything that's gonna come with a humbucker. But I thought it was a little bit weird that, you know, you're gonna pay the money for the pickguard, and it's nice to have configurations and get different sounds. So I decided to buy a 500K push-pull so I can split the coil. Because sometimes it is nice to have a humbucker. Majority of my guitars have humbuckers. I got 2 guitars that are just all single coils, but it is nice to sometimes be able to split the coil and just get a bit of variation in sound. Again, I got this from Ziegler online. It's called the 920D, or the Jakey Lee loaded pickguard. I got it a little while ago, I think for about $249. You could always email them and ask for a discount. I'm not too sure. I'm not sure what they're going for right now. Sometimes they have specials. I think I got this one, it was on sale for maybe $249. I can't really remember. But all in all, it's not bad, because if you do want to have that slant on your coils, you'd have to order a pickguard, get the pickups, everything kind of comes together. As you can see here, you just have to put the ground and solder in the inputs, the wiring for the inputs. So I'm going to give it a try. Later on in the video, I'll have this on the guitar. I'll tell you if I had to do any extra work or if anything weird came up, especially when I had to put this in, the push-pull. And I think it'll make the guitar a little more unique. And for some reason, I'll keep this. And if I don't like it, I always can put it back on. And again, this is it's a nice sounding guitar. But I want something a little bit thicker, and after a while, sometimes it's kind of fun to mess around with things and try something new. So later on in the video, we'll have the 920D, aka Jakey Lee loaded pickguard in there, and we'll play a couple of riffs and see how it sounds. So see you in a bit. Well, I'm back. I just installed the 920D pickguard, or the Jakey Lee custom pickguard. Wasn't too bad to install. A couple little things. For some reason, right around over here, I had a little trouble. I had to shave this down. Not sure why, because I just wanted the holes to line up. One of those things, maybe it's because this is a 22 fret guitar. Not sure why. This was a little bit different. And as far as underneath the pickguard, because I never looked at it before, I was going to install this. The configuration on the wood was a humbucker, single humbucker, and over in the middle part I had to cut a little wood out just because the way this slant is, it wasn't fitting in right, and I put the push-pull coil tap, but just give it a sound for the humbucker. With the coil tap, see here. difference. I don't know if it comes across in the video, but when I pull it up to split the coil, you can hear a bit of a hum that would be, I suppose, similar to having a single coil. We put down. So you kind of hear a little bit of the difference. I think I wired it right. I went to the Seymour Duncan online to the wiring diagrams because this is a Duncan JB. And as far as the wiring goes, it was pretty easy. They haven't, some of the diagrams for the coil split. And that came out okay. Let me just put it on some of the other sounds here in the middle. The neck and the middle. Neck. I think it sounds pretty good. It actually sounds a lot different than it did before. Again, I got this from Sigler Music Online. I paid about $2.49. I got it a while back, and I'm not sure what they're going for now, but I think if you email them, you can maybe try to bargain with them. But I got a while back, $2.49. Pretty easy to install. If you can't do wiring yourself, if you just took it to a guitar store, Guitar Tech could put it in pretty quick. And that's about it. I'll put a link for Sigler online. I'll put a couple of pictures of this if possible. If you have any questions, comments, just put them down below and click and subscribe. And thank you for checking out the video.